We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
A short kick taken at the 18. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing. Prescott.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Following the interception, Love.
That's complete to Pierce. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's Love. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jordan Love
scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. Call it a gain of a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott buying time to his left. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Love's throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Love, they go play action now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that hasn't been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And he's got Pierce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 3rd down, Love. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far.
And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Escaping the pressure right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And some space here. And he will bring it back. And
interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Love from the gun on third down. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, Love. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Another try after the first down sack. Love. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake. Love. And he'll find Pittman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down, going to the air with Love. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Love back to the same target, Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Going back to Love. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it. And he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A first down throw for Prescott. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Prescott off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, and this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Love. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw now, here's Love. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's the option going right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play fake. Here's Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love. That ball caught by Campbell.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Love now to pass on first down.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Love from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jordan Love ready on first down here.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Love. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to launch it for Washington. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Love's throw caught by Pierce.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Alec Pierce
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Prescott.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. There he goes, left side.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
On 2nd and goal. Love. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Touchdown, Colts! Alec Pierce, his second touchdown of the night. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts 41-yard line.
From the 41, Prescott dancing to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On play action. Love to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, set. Strike 2.
First down, going to the air with Love.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce,
26 yards.
And the Colts are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Play action now, Prescott.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though...
And now here is another interception.
And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Colts, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all